Hi, I'm Vance Dykes. I'm making this video because I feel that this is something that needs to get out there. This is one of those, I guess you could call it, public announcement videos. One of those public announcements that needs to get out there so that people understand what's going on in our world today. And that it is pretty much an infringement upon our rights as American citizens, as laid out for us in the United States Constitution. So, a couple of weeks ago, I posted a video on YouTube. It was basically me with my Donald Trump puppet. You know, I'm wearing my Trump 2024 face covering, face mask. And in the video, Donald Trump says it's okay to take it off because, you know, we're getting through this pandemic. And because of all the, the lips that this country has been making so far, like in Florida, for example, people are not really required to be wearing their mask. There may be some places where they have their rules, like private businesses, where, they still require you to wear your mask for this reason or for that reason. But for the most part, we're getting to the point where we don't really have to wear a mask anymore. And basically, the message in the video was no more face masks because we, the American people, are getting sick and tired of wearing these things on our faces that keep us from breathing properly, because, we're trying to keep a virus from getting into our system, even though there's other ways for a virus to get into our bodies besides, the nostrils and the mouth. There's plenty of other ways. And in the description box of this video, I pretty much expressed an opinion, not information that could be considered valid, But I pretty much expressed an opinion where I said that I don't think, these are my words, I don't think that the coronavirus is really as lethal and as deadly as everyone keeps making it out to be. I don't believe that. And like I said, this is my personal opinion. It is nothing more than just an opinion. That video was not on YouTube more than 30 minutes before YouTube took the video down, sent me their little messages saying that I'm guilty of spreading medical misinformation on YouTube. And anyone who is just like me, anyone who is a part of the Make America Great Again movement, the America First movement, anyone who's a member of this movement like I am, they know right off the bat that that is nothing but bull crap. They're just trying to keep me from expressing myself. They're trying to keep me from trying to get the truth out there because somehow it interferes with their propaganda, whatever that is. If it's political, if it's financial, whatever the benefits are. They just don't want people like me expressing our opinions, because it somehow trumps, pun intended, it trumps them from accomplishing whatever corrupt goals that they have, whatever corrupt goals, whatever greedy goals that they may have. And you want to know what's interesting, what's ironic, and not to mention hypocritical? Ever since 2015, I have been using my talents in my videos. Ever since 2015, I have been using my YouTube videos and my ventriloquism to show my support for Donald Trump, the Republican Party, conservative values, including pro-life ideologies, and not to mention Christian ideologies. And my opposition and objection to the Biden administration, the Obama administration, Hillary Clinton becoming our first female president, and radical leftist ideologies, which includes pro-choice ideologies that really have nothing to do with women's liberation to begin with. I have been uploading these videos on YouTube ever since 2015. So from 2015 to 2021, I have been uploading these videos, doing what I'm doing right now, wearing the pro-Trump attire that I wear, with the pro-Trump merchandise that I have right here, this A Catholic Vote for Trump book, and this cup, this mug that says Catholics for Trump. Excuse me for a minute. Thirsty business. And yet, all the years that I've been uploading these videos to YouTube, YouTube has never once bothered me about anything that I posted on the internet. Never once. And now all of a sudden, I express my opinions, not medical facts about coronavirus, but expressing my opinion about the coronavirus, which I feel I have the right to do because that's freedom of speech. It's in the First Amendment of the United States Constitution that also guarantees freedom of religion, not freedom from religion, but freedom of religion, freedom of the press, and the freedom to assemble. So basically what I'm trying to say is that YouTube is starting to infringe upon my right to freedom of speech. And I'm not the only one. There's another Trump-supporting YouTuber named Paint the Trump. I think his real name is Jeff, but his YouTube name is Paint the Trump. And he has been getting into trouble with YouTube for whatever reason. Mainly because, no different than me, he expresses his opinions, exercising his freedom of speech, showing his support for Donald Trump and his opposition to, the socialist Democrat agenda that's taking place in our country right now. I've heard on the radio about this school board meeting where these corrupt politician school board members are pretty much trying to promote their woke agenda of, what's it called again? Is it called the controversial race theory? I forgot what it's called. But basically, it's supposed to teach people that white people like myself are evil and that we're the reason why black people suffer all the time. Like the whole George Floyd case that took place last year, 2020. Like that's an example of, white privilege. White people are evil, black people are victims and all that other stuff. And the parents were showing their outrage. And keep in mind, they were invited by the school board to come and express themselves and to voice their opinions about what the school needs to be doing for what's beneficial for their children's education. And of course, the school board, being the corrupt politicians that they are, they just put their hands up and say, no, we're not going to listen to you. We're not going to listen to you. And before you know it, practically a riot took place. And even a dad was arrested because he was expressing his opinion. He was trying to do what was best for his child's education. And that's exactly what's going on in our country nowadays. We are losing our freedom of speech to this woke thing that's going on. All these corrupt politicians, these socialist Democrats, the fake news media, they're trying to destroy this country in a way that I never thought in a million years would ever be possible. And it's happening. And that's why I'm making this video right now, because it's starting to happen to me. I'm expressing my opinions on YouTube. YouTube is trying to silence me. So I just want to let you guys know that this is going on, and you guys really need to do something about this. We all need to do something about this. As a matter of fact, what I think we need to do, me and all conservative YouTubers out there, we need to boycott YouTube. And what I mean by that is that we need to stop using YouTube. I don't know if it's possible that YouTube makes money off of every single YouTuber that posts their videos on YouTube and whatever, and whoever partners with YouTube and they get money for their videos. I don't know how the system works. I'm not really smart when it comes to things like that. But what we need to do is we need to stop using YouTube, at least temporarily, until YouTube gets it through their heads that if they're going to keep playing these corrupt political games, that in the end, all that's going to happen is they're going to lose their business, they're going to lose their money, and they're not going to be able to function. They may even file for bankruptcy. Not that I want that to happen, but what I'm trying to say is we need to start boycotting YouTube. We need to start protesting, not rioting. We need to protest against YouTube saying we're sick and tired of people like you, corporations like you, calling the shots, infringing upon our freedom of speech. It needs to stop. So I encourage all of my conservative YouTubers out there, including Pink the Trump, let us boycott YouTube and get the message that we're not going to tolerate them infringing upon our freedom of speech. We're not going to tolerate having our videos taken down just because the corporation doesn't agree with what we try and put out there. They can call it medical misinformation. They can call it hate speech. They can say whatever they want to say about it. But at the end of the day, We, the American people, we're the ones who have power. That's why we're a democracy. We're a democratic constitutional republic. Democratic as in we, the people, have a voice. That's what the First Amendment is supposed to protect and guarantee, that we have freedom of speech. And corporations like YouTube are starting to infringe upon our freedom of speech. They've done it with Paint the Trump, and they're starting to do it with me. We need to fight back. We need to say, enough. Enough infringing upon our freedom of speech. We're not going to take it anymore. And that's all that I got to say. I don't want to sound like a broken record. I'm pretty sure that YouTube's going to take this video down too, so I'm going to post it on Rumble just as well. And that's another thing. I don't know what's going to happen with my YouTube channels in the future because of everything that's going on right now, but I encourage you guys to please visit my Rumble page because that's where I will be posting my videos just like this one. So just in case if YouTube decides, oh, we don't want this on our platform, we don't want this for whatever reason, you know, at least Rumble does not censor me. They don't censor Paint the Trump, and they're not going to censor me either. I'm sure of that. So please, I encourage you, I'm going to leave a link that takes you to my channel on Rumble. Please go and subscribe, watch the videos, like the videos, or Rumble the videos, however it works. I'm still new to the website, but please, do this not for me, but for our future. Let's do this for the American people, let's do this for the American dream, and let's do this for future generations to come. Because we don't want future generations to be living in an America that is no different than communist countries like China and Russia and Cuba. We don't want that. And socialist countries like Venezuela. We don't want America to follow in that same direction. So, for the sake of future generations and for the sake of this country, please do this. God bless you. Amen. And remember, Trump 2024, take America back. And we will take America back from the socialist Democrats. Mark my words.